Hi there, this is Padma from Llibertat, and today I'm going to talk to you about content migration projects and why they're not a brilliant idea. Quite often content migration projects come from the IT department. They are as a result of a decision being made to get a new content management system or have a new site redesign, and quite often it's both. So you get a really nice looking website, you get a brand spanking new content management system, you spend a pile of money, and then you run a script that pulls the content from the old site into the new design, and it all works. Hooray, success. The trouble is, if you do things that way, what you've basically done is taken a lot of content that's probably not working very well for users and putting them in a shiny new design where they're still not going to work very well for users. So you've spent a pile of money and you've not really got a result. As far as users are concerned, they'd rather just have the content on a bit of paper if it works. You know, they want to know what they want to know so that they can do what they want to do. And if they can't do that, your website's failed. It doesn't matter how beautiful it looks or how easy it is to put new content up through the content management system. So instead of content migration, you need a new approach. So the content design approach will be to redesign the content based on user needs. So obviously there's a kind of cost implication to that, and you need to sort of work out, well, what's realistic. You want to spend some money on it, because if you don't spend money on it, then you spend money on the design, you spend money on the content management system, and you have achieved very little. So you want to spend some money on content design. How much money you want to spend on it depends on how much money you can get, basically. So you've got decisions to make. The first thing is you need to do a content audit. I'll talk about how to do a content audit in a future video, but basically you want to understand what your users care about. So look at your traffic, look at the most important content as far as your users are concerned, and redesign that using a kind of content design approach, like look at the data, use proper web writing principles, base it on user needs, etc., etc. So that's your kind of most important content. That is quite likely going to be 5% of the content. So it's not a massive undertaking, and yet it has a massive impact on your user experience. Then your least important content, the content that users don't care about, which is probably 80% of the content, you should seriously consider either deleting or archiving. So you just need to look at that content and see, well, if nobody's visited it in like 3 months, is there a user need? If there's no user need, why is it there? Costs money doing nothing. And then you've got this content in the middle, which is like niche content that does meet a user need. Some users care about it, but not loads of users care about it. And you've got to kind of make a decision about how much effort you want to put into that, and how much, and whether the web is the best place for it. So yeah, redesign the most important content, ditch the least important content, make a decision about the stuff in the middle. Part of the decision-making process is going to be how much money and time have you got available. And so how do you find out what's the most and least important content? You need to do a content audit, and we'll cover that in a future video. Thank you.